welcome to Sabbath Kiwis Farm again. Thank you for joining me again. The other video was just an introduction and just a tour around the farm and let you know who I am and what I'm doing. Today though, we're going to crack on with some jobs. We've got to get some money in. I'm only on $1,500. I need to repair the tractor, I need some fuel. We do have a big job coming up later. We've got a contract we've taken, so that should be interesting. It is a big paying job. I'll show you that a bit later anyway. First of all, let's load this pretty little trailer up with some cheap logs and get some money coming in. Yeah, forestry is my least favorite job on this game. I do not like it. I am not really good at it. I lose patience, and yeah, I don't really stack things how I should or trim logs how I should most of the time, especially when I've got a chainsaw. But I'm an amateur pretty much. That's one way of putting it. It's probably an understatement when it comes to forestry work anyway. Point made, as you can see. Let's try and put that on the other side, Sabbath, where there's a hole and a gap. That might work better. But yeah, so I'm going to load this up and get rid of these small little branches. I mean, I should trim these off, but yeah, I'm just in a hurry to get some cash. I want to get to that cultivating job that we got later on. I want to do some more work around the yard, fix the tractor up, get some fuel in it. Got a lot to do. It's going to be, I say a long video, but it's probably the standard size video for these type of playthroughs. But yeah, yeah, I've got to also remember I've got the charges, my loan payments, because I've kept my loan. I think I've kept most of my loan, just to simulate the cost of living. What am I doing? Why do I want to put that there? Sorry. Just to simulate the cost of living. You know, weekly payments or whatever. You got to pay your rent or your food, water, whatever you got to pay. That's why I've kept that. So that's something I've got to keep in the back of my mind when I've got my money too. I will have deductions coming out each month, or each week, probably each day. I don't know how it works when I've got 4-day seasons on, but we'll find out. So we'll head off and we'll sell these logs, sorry. Yeah, and we'll get some diesel. Eventually I'm going to get my own diesel manufacturing plant, processing, production, whatever you call it. I mean, it's not too bad. The depot's just up here, but if I don't have to pay for fuel, I'd be so happy. I can do that. That's easy. I've got the mod installed. I use the open air gardens for sunflowers and soybeans just to supply product to them. The canola, I'll have to plant a field of that. But yeah, we'll get to that. That's a fair way away. I'm not even sure how much the diesel production factory costs. But that's a long way down the track, I imagine, anyway. But I do want to become self-sustainable. I've always had that thought in the back of my mind, just providing my own stuff, making my own seeds and everything. But we'll get there once we get established. I do like this house. I really do. This is my dream home that I want to buy on this map. I will replace the American flag though, no offence. I will put a New Zealand flag up there instead if I can find one. But yeah, that's a long way away. We still got to get some diesel. That's what we're struggling to get, diesel and repairs. So we'll head up here and we'll get this done. But yeah, I just thought today we'll make some money. Yesterday was just the introduction, like I said. So we'll make some money today. Not going to be much. We do have the contract job later. I'll show you that a bit later on anyway. But for now, we'll just get rid of these logs, put some diesel in the tank, and then we'll head back to the yard. I'm not expecting a big payout from this. This was a small little tree, even though it was a pain in the butt to trim down. But yeah, I do want to keep some trees around though, just to build character. But anyway, let's sell these logs and see what we get. It's not going to be much, but it's going to be something. So it's probably going to be enough to replace that wheel that I've just kinked out of place. Oops. I'll unstrap those, I think is the best bet. I always forget that. Anyway, we'll sell those. I'm not going to get much. Not too bad. $300 odd there. 320 with the environmental score. So that's pretty good. I do like this precision farming. At first I was a bit iffy, if you will, about using it. But yeah, no, she's a good addition to the game, that. And I'll probably mention that again down the track. I do like the size of these fields on this map. The scenery, everything. I'm going to keep telling you that this is a beautiful map. It really is. It's a nice rural map. It's not too big. I haven't explored it all. I basically kept to where I am. Found that plot of land that I'm at and decided to buy it. It had nothing. I thought that was the best start. Nothing at all. So yeah, we're going to put some diesel in. It's just in here in the depot to the left. It shouldn't cost too much. It's only a small tank. But that's going to be an issue with a small tank. It's going to run dry pretty quick. But that's alright. There are a few mods that can help that. Let's see what the damages are filling up first. Well, $62, that's not too bad. I don't think it would be too costly. But we've got a full tank of gas now, so we should be good for a little while. I'll head off back to the yard, and I'll see you when I get there pretty much. Talk about what we're going to do next. Right. So, I've been thinking what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to chop this tree down. Looks like some nice sized branches and a trunk on it. I want to have a look at the sales first, but there's not much there. Nothing in the price range that I got anyway. What am I dreaming with $1,800? Let's have a look at the mowers if I were to go grass. Yeah, 9,500. I got that little 1,800 one, but I doubt that's going to be a decent mower. That goes with the Lizard Croc, I think it is. Not really. Well, I can't remember. It's a Lizard four-wheel drive thingy. I'm not too keen on that. I've used it. It's okay. The big mowers, what do we got? Not much. I do like the 2280 diesel. I love that little mower. Little, it's big. Reminds me of the old school ones. But that's down the track. I don't think we'll be going into grass. Let's get this tree cut down and get to watch some more amateur forestry. But this is why I hate forestry work, because it's just trying to find the right line to cut it. And I usually go and mess up and make a big mess of it. We've just got to find that mark. I like to try and get it as low as possible, because I don't think you can get Lumberjack mod on Xbox or on console. So I have to mulch down these stumps, so it's best if I get it down as low as possible. And then it's not too dangerous when I drive around it. There we go. She's cutting. And yeah, she's falling on the tractor. And this is why I hate forestry. Oh dear. Lucky we didn't pay to repair that already. And I imagine I'm going to have a doctor's bill and go get some twigs and stuff out of my eye. Ouch. That's got to hurt. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Again, this is why I don't like the forestry work. Because I am so bad at it. I'll trim a couple of logs off for you just to give you a demonstration again of how bad I am. And I know the straighter the logs the better, you get more money for it, but sometimes I'm just in a hurry to cut the logs, so I'll do my best on this one and see what we can get. But yeah, these little spindly little branches that come off these trees are not my favourite. I do prefer the spruces and the pines to cut down if I were to do forestry. But this isn't that type of map, is it? So we'll trim these off and get rid of these long spindly branches and make them disappear into thin air magically. So we have a wood chipper on the end of our chainsaw. But yep, that's good. We'll just grind all that down. Anyway, I'll crack on doing this and I'll get back to you soon. Right, that's one load. There's some logs back at the yard, which I'll do another time. These were the best ones, I thought. Not neatly stacked, as you can see. It's on there. It's strapped down. It's not going anywhere, and the tractor's not spinning out yet. But yeah, so I should get a bit more for this one than the last lot, and we should be able to go and get some repairs on the tractor. Eventually I'll buy my own repair shop at the yard, but I'm kind of short on cash for that now. I think it's $1,000 for that, and it's probably going to cost around $1,500 or so to repair the tractor. So for now we'll head to the shop. I mean, it's probably on our way to a job later anyway, but first let's just see what we get from this. Big bumps there. But yeah, like I said, forestry ain't my favourite. But I do want to give a shout out to everyone who's subscribed over the last half a day or so since the last video. Really good confidence booster to know I'm heading in the right direction with my content, and any tips and advice you want to chuck down, positive criticism, go hard. I'm always about that. You know, I got to learn somehow. So let's sell this wood and see what we get. Now that was a good income, $600. You're probably laughing, $600, that's nothing, but to me that's It's gold. That's gold. $600, just shy of 600 with the environmental score anyway. So that's going to easily fund our repairs now. So that's excellent. So we'll head back to the yard and see what we're going to do next. Right, I've been thinking. I was talking about grass, putting grass down. I'm not sure if I want to go out and spend money on a mower and the other tools to do like silage and stuff. I know silage is excellent money and I really want to get into it, but I think that's a little further down the track. What I might do, even though I'll probably regret it once I do it, I'm going to put some wheat down, I think, but because we got to look at a harvester for next year too, even though that's like 9 months away, 8 to 9 months before we come harvesting. Just so we'd have a look. We've got the mod, the FAR M66, which is 32,000. It ain't too bad. I do like the Fortschrift. I do like that harvester, but that's a little out of our price range. So I'd end up going for the FAR, I think, just to start with. Just for my first harvest, we'll see how we go. And that's going to be around about $37,000 to $38,000 all up. Most of that money is going to come from this job we got a bit later. We do have a job on field 9, I think it is. Yes. Adrian Hooper. That's right, yes. We're going to go help Mrs. Hooper out and do a job for her, $30,000 to cultivate field 9. I do know she's a big field, 20 hectares. Whew, it's going to take a long time, but it's some good money. You know, we can't do many other jobs but the 2 cultivating ones because we don't have the materials or tools for the other one. So cultivating is all we got. We may do another couple of those jobs. I don't know if I'd touch the $1,700 one. Easy cash, I suppose. But yeah. I was going to hook up the cultivator and go ahead and do that, but I've decided I'm going to put some seeds down first. It's a big field. It's going to take a while to do, so I'd like to do something on the yard, get something in that field. We did this one before I started recording, and that helped pay for the shed and that was a good payout, and it was slightly smaller than this one, but at least this one's nice and square. You know, big square field, nice and easy. It's going to take a while though, especially with a, where is it? There it is. 2.5 meter wide cultivator, working at 15 kilometers an hour. It's only 10% damage, so that's pretty good. So we're not going to cultivate just yet. We'll head out to that job after and we'll repair the tractor after. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use this, the old John Deere seed drill. We'll chuck some fertilizer and some seeds in it, although it's probably already got some in it. But I will put something down there. Probably going to be wheat, I think. I think I'll go for wheat, because then it'll be a similar harvest time to the barley. Then I've got 2 grains down, best of both worlds at around the same time. And I know that's like 9 months till harvest, but that barley is going to bring us in some good money, because it's going to be I think it was like 125% yield on that. But we'll put some wheat down. I think it's the best bet. Like I say, I may regret this after I've done it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway and put some wheat down. There are 2 lots of grains going. Because I'm pretty sure wheat is actually more profitable than barley. Yeah, slightly more profitable. The higher point at the, yeah. Now they're both good payouts, so we will do those 2. We'll put those 2, we'll put some wheat down. Let's load that up. We'll bring the John Deere seed drill around here. And load her up with some seeds and fertilizer. I think there's some already in it, but I'll top it up just to play it safe. I hate getting down to a field and running out halfway through and then having to run back up to the yard to get the bags. So always play it safe. And we'll just pull this round to the shed where the seeds and fertilizer are. Those other bags down there are all lime by the caravan. We've got loads of lime. But I've got to unload that lime spreader and it won't let me unload it. It's got fertilizer in it at the moment for a job I've done. So that's, yeah, I'm going to have to find a fertilizing job to get rid of that. I mean, I could go out there and fertilize my field, but that's just wasting fuel when I can do fertilizing. Yes, I do have the liftable bag mods on. I just find it easier than using the fork hoist. I really hate the forklifts and the forks. I always find I glitch out with that and something stupid happens, like flinging a bag across the yard or throwing the fork hoist up in the air. Maybe it's just me. I am an amateur after all. So, and here we go, I can't even put seeds from a back. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. And we do have seeds in there, like I said, so, but we'll top it up. So it's full. At least I know it's more than enough in there. It's not going to run out. And we'll go and chuck some weed down on that field. Some wheat. Did I say weed? I meant wheat. Anyway, yeah, we'll crack on with this, get this done. Do want to get rid of these trees, I think, so I can actually extend the field or create a new one, because I do own some of this road, I think. So I can narrow this road down and make a small strip, and I can still do some grass here, but we'll see after. We'll get these couple of jobs, the seeding and the cultivating job, repair the tractor and whatnot, and then we'll look into that, probably in the next episode or the episode after that. But you get to watch some amateur Kiwi farming from Sabbath Kiwi, who doesn't often keep a straight line, but will always fix his mistakes up in the end, or try to. So make sure we got wheat on there, yep, and we're set to go. With the fertilizer in as well, it's two birds with one stone. Like I said, I know I could have come down with that spreader and spread it out here, but I'm thinking this is already fertilized. I could be wrong, because I ploughed it. There was a big clump of grass in here, and there are some big lumps in this field. Like I said in the last video, I'm not going to muck around with landscaping because it costs me. I haven't got the free landscaping tool on console. So, and I'm really bad at landscaping. So I'm just going to work around what they give me until I feel confident enough that I've got enough money to flatten things out and whatnot. There are some bumps in there. I'll try and show you a bit later. I'm just going to do the border and go around and show you as we go. I won't do the whole thing, but just to show you I do some of the work around here. Well, all the work around here. Certainly can't afford to pay anyone. Well, I could, but then I would be broke myself and I wouldn't be able to afford my monthly cost. Eventually we will buy this field in front of me. It's a nice big field that can hook up with this one. Or even just be a standalone field for another crop. That may be a canola crop there, who knows. Just, you know, I'm always thinking 20 steps ahead of where I'm at, just so I've got a goal to head towards. And I wouldn't mind owning all these plots just around me on this land. It can be my own little farm then. But that's a way away from becoming a reality. I'm not sure how much they cost. I'll have a look at them at a later date. Maybe after this video I'll jump on, but realistically I should just stick to doing my farming, what I've got. And then, once we make some big money, I can think about it. But yeah, I do want to get rid of these trees. They do look nice, but the shadows kind of get in the way down here and you can't see your line. They get in the way of turning around. And it's just extra land that I could use. But I'll experiment with that off camera and see what I can do. But yeah, that's a lap around there. It's not a big field. It's not going to be a huge income, but it's going to be a better income than $500, $600 from logs. I'll crack on with this and show you after. Wow, apologies about that. I did say I was going to show you the field after, but for some reason it didn't record. Anyway, I'll give, you'll see it at another date anyway, but it's all seeded and fertilized. So I've hooked up to the cultivator. We're going to head off to the repair shop, get some repairs on the tractor, and I'll head off to Adrian Hooper's field, field 9, and have a look at that, what kind of job we got there, and we'll start cracking into that, because that's going to be a nice paycheck for us, $30,000. It's going to be a lot of work, so it's going to be worth it. Yeah, but we'll take a nice scenic drive up to the repair shop. Hopefully it's not too costly, because I've only got $2,417 in the bank. God, I love these hills, and I'm going to say that a lot. But anyway, yeah, we'll get down to the shop and repair it and do that. Like I say, I hope it's not going to cost too much. We are down to about, looks like, maybe between 50 and 40% left on repairs needed, sort of thing. I don't know how you would explain that bar, but yeah. So it doesn't help when I crash into things like I did earlier. And I've had a few accidents through this intersection before I started recording my series. They fly through here, as you just saw, and I've T-boned a couple of cars. Fortunately there's no law here, so I don't get in trouble. I just have to pay the cost to fix it. Oh, my tractor. I have to fix their car, which is good. Would be broke by now. Probably end up having to sell the caravan. But yeah, we'll park this up and we'll have a look at what the damage is going to be to fix it. We'll climb off over the top over the cultivator, because that's the only way to get off a tractor if your name's Sabbath Kiwi. Anyway, let's have a look. You know, $1,000 ain't too bad. I was expecting a bit more. So we'll take that. We'll take you up on that offer. We're still left with like just over $1,000 left, so that's good. Bob's your uncle. It's deal done. Let's do it. Done. She's all ready to go, and we've still got $1,400 left. Good. Right. She's purring like a kitten now. Like growling like a grumpy kitten. Anyway, we'll head off up here. I think we head up to the left here, is it? Not sure. No, it's the other way. Oh dear. Now you see what I mean? Where my accidents. We'll pull over and we'll swap details if you want, mate. Nope. Okay then. Got off that scot-free, didn't I? Yeah, so we'll head off to the field, have a look. It's going to be a big field. It's going to take a long time. I doubt I'm going to video the whole lot. I'll do little snippets. What I might do is end up making a montage of sorts. I thought it was that field for a minute there, and I was going to say, gosh, it's not that big at all. But it's actually over the back in the top right. Yeah. That's good. The numbers kind of confuse me, but I see how they're doing that. It's up that way. Up at the very far corner of the map. I don't think I've been this far before. It's quite nice. The hills in the background, as usual, as I always say, are beautiful. It's a beautifully made map. Right, we're here now. The field's just up here. She's, oh, hello. Has he followed me around here? He doesn't sound happy. Okay. Well, feel free to come have a chat, mate, and we'll swap our details. But no, he's taken off again. Looks like I've made an enemy in town already. Not a good start, Sabbath, not a good start. 2 months into the town and you're already making enemies. But yeah, if we get this job done for Adrian Hooper, probably we'll have a friend in her at least. And she's going to pay us for it, so it's good. But let's just have a look how big this field is. I know she's a big field, you can tell by the map already. Nice big square, probably one of the bigger fields on the map, I think. 20 hectares. I haven't actually looked at all the field sizes, but yeah, she looks huge. Be a good one to own. Be a good harvest off here. But I'm dreaming again at $1,300, so let's keep our dreams in check. We'll get there one day, I'm pretty sure of it. Once we get the harvest done and get a good income coming in, then yeah, we'll be good to go. So, like I say, I'm not going to record all of this. What I might just do is just do a lap around the border for you, just to show you I'm doing the work. And probably in the video after this, I'll do a montage type thing. I'll put together some pieces of clips that I do of me actually cultivating this field. It's going to take me a while, so I'm not sure when that upload will come in. But it will come in. I will do it. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it. Most of my playtime is done during the day when kids are at school, in between housework. Of course, being a solo parent, I have to do everything. Or at night time is when I can do some recording, when they're in bed asleep, and I jump on and jam some Xbox. But yeah, we'll get there. I'm not sure of what kind of schedule I'm going to do for my playthroughs and uploads. It's just going to be when I get it done and upload it. So if you want to keep up to date when that's happening, hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I put a new video up. Yeah, I'll try and organise a schedule, but it's going to take a little while for me to figure out what's working and what's not, and what the best time of day is and everything. So yeah, we'll get this border done and see how we go. It's going to take a long time. What is it? It's just after 1 in the afternoon in game. So yeah, I'll probably carry on this field after I've done the border off camera. I'll do some recordings, like I say, and make a montage for you. Not to the high standards other people do it online, but I will give it a try. See what I can do. I think it'd fit well with some country music over the top. So that's my idea. We'll see how we go. I've got a bit of recording and a bit of work to do, but we'll get there. Like, this is going to take a long time. I'm not joking. The other field took me an age to do. As you see, I've done like nearly 11 hours on this tractor already. Most of that was just on the field work that I did for the other job that supplied the shed pretty much, and some lime. Yeah. But like I say, we'll crack on and do what we can. And I do like these contract jobs. I'm working to earn some money. I'm using my own equipment. It's a struggle. Eventually we won't have to do jobs for anybody, but we'll do what we have to do for now, because we need the money to get a harvester, a trailer, maybe a silo. A lot of people sell their stuff at the best time of the year. I think it's usually like January, December, till the sort of time for the grains. But you know, at this stage in the game, I'm probably just gonna sell when I can. Sorry, that was my fault. I paused to check the recording time. But yeah, like I say, I'm just gonna sell when I can, because money's money at this stage. Even if I am losing 30 odd bucks per 1,000 litre, it doesn't matter. It's money. It's all gonna help. But once we're bigger and got a lot more money behind us, we don't have to do that. We can store it up in a silo or whatever and keep it till, whoops, you didn't see that. We'll keep it till the next best time to sell. But for now, like I say, things are just going to get sold as we harvest. That's the plan at the moment anyway. Things may change. I may change my mind, but you know, because we've always got these cultivating contracts we can do to earn some cash. But I think that's going to fund the harvester. But first of all, like I say, we've got 8 or 9 months before harvest time. So, you know, maybe we will get some grass going somewhere if we can find the money for it after a few jobs. I could rip up that small section. I don't know if it's worth doing grass on that small strip. We'll have a look, and I'll show you next time I do a video anyway, after I've done this field. This is just got to be knocked out the way first, because it's starting. It's going to be a big job, and it's going to be a big income. So we'll see what we can do with the money we generate from this. And yeah, we'll build our way up and see what we can do. But it's going to be very boring, you guys watching me just go along here. Like I say, I'm just going to do this border. Well, probably not the complete border. I'll just go up this one more side up here after this one, because it's taken a while already to get through here. Yeah, should be a long video if I just recorded this. But these are the struggles we have when we want to use the vintage and small old equipment and start from nothing. So we'll do one more lap up this side. Whoops, that wasn't good. It's got a massive scratch on his car, but it's another enemy. But hey, we're here to farm, not make friends. Snagging a bit there. It's a bit steep there. Yeah, she's struggling there. There we go. I do like to use cruise control, by the way. It just makes things a little easier. Yeah. And I don't have to worry about accelerating. I can just cruise along. And then normally on these jobs I'll have the radio going and just relaxing. Haven't fallen asleep at the wheel yet though, so that's a good thing. Let's hope that never happens. I did read a funny story on a forum where someone was ploughing a field with some Spotify music on, and they fell asleep, and when they woke up there's a big plough field through their farm. Quite a hard case. I can just imagine waking up and seeing the damage done. You know, personally I'd leave that and just, it'd be a story to tell people, wouldn't it, you know. But yeah, I haven't fallen asleep yet playing this game. You know, I normally turn it off by that stage, but you know, I do find this game addicting. It's, you know, you say you're going to do one job and then turn it off, and then the next thing you know, you've done 3 or 4 jobs, and it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I do like it, and looking back, I could never have imagined I would be playing a farming simulator game 5 years ago. I don't think I ever would have said that, but here we are. I live surrounded by farms, and I'm farming on a game. Funny. Very funny. Anyway, we'll finish this strip up. Not far to go now, just up here. It's a nice little corner up here with the oil. Yeah. oil pumps there, or whatever you call them. But yeah, we're going to finish up here, and I'll probably leave the video here. I'll piece together some montages after, or a montage of some sort. Well, let's see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, and thanks for the subscribing again, and I hope to see you soon.